So back out in the garden again, and I'm going to be taking some more cuttings, and this time I'm going to be targeting Hydrangea. So I've only got a couple of varieties of hydrangea in my garden. This particular one is a Hydrangea Macril. It's got the classic mop head flowers on them, nice red colour. Very easy to take cuttings of hydrangeas, very similar to taking cuttings of most other plants really. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I do that now. So as I said before, I use a 50-50 mix of seed sowing compost and perlite. So there's no need to be too precious about the exact amounts that you use. So all I do is just take a handful of the seed and cutting compost, put in my little tub to mix up, then a handful of perlite, throw that in, followed by another handful of the seed and cutting compost, and then one more of the perlite. Give that a little mix around in the tub. Probably not quite enough there, so I'm going to put another handful of compost in and another handful of perlite. Mix that around like so. Already got my little pot here, and I'm just going to fill that pot up. So yeah, it's nearly to the top there, so that should be fine. So all I'm going to do now is water that in. So it's dead simple to take cuttings from hydrangeas. So you'll see that we've got the old woody growth here, and then you've got the green new growth. The green new growth is the bit you want to take cuttings from. So I'm probably going to go for ones which don't have large fully developed flower buds on. So this one will do. I'm just going to snip it down near the base. And probably this one here as well. And then probably this one here. So as usual, I've got all my tools at hand. I've got my pre-moistened seed and sowing compost mixed with perlite. I've got my rooting gel in a little dish there. All I need to do now is prepare the cuttings. So I'm going to select this one here. So this is where I removed it off the main plant, and these are nodal cuttings similar to the fuchsias I did the other day. And so again, all you need to do is clip just below that leaf node, peel off those bottom leaves, and then cut above the next leaf node there. That leaves you with those two leaves. Quite large leaves, so I like to fold them together like so and cut them in half. That leaves you with that cutting there, and that should be enough leaf area to photosynthesize enough, but without losing a lot of moisture. So just dunk that in the rooting gel, nice liberal amount, and then pop it in the edge of the pot. Probably can't get another cutting out of that one, so I'm just going to discard that and move on to the next one. So again, cut there, peel the leaves off, cut above the next set of leaves, and these are smaller leaves, but I might just trim off the tips a bit. There we go. Dunk that in the gel, pop it in the side of the pot. And then again with this one, cut below the leaf node, peel the leaves off, cut above the next leaf nodes, fold and trim the leaves down, dunk in the gel, and into the edge of the pot. Still got a bit of space left in this pot, so I'm going to go and trim off a couple more stems just to fill this pot up. So I opted to take a cutting from a different variety. This is a variegated hydrangea. You'll note the little lighter yellow patches on the edges of the leaves. Only took one stem, so same as before, clip off just below those leaf nodes there, those leaves peeled off, cut above the next set, and this particular variety has got large leaves, so definitely going to need to trim those ones down. So cut those in half. There they are. Give that a little squidge around. Pop that nice and deep into the pot there. I should be able to get another cutting from this remaining bit of the stem, so clip that bit off, trim the leaves off. I think because we're approaching the end of the stem there, what I'm going to do is cut these side leaves off, and that just leaves me with that. Trim a little bit of that off, and apply the rooting gel. Pop it in the pot there. Excellent. So again, all I need to do is put it in somewhere which is going to encourage the root growth. Ordinarily I'd put them in my little propagation tote, which I've shown you before in a previous video, but I've run out of room, so I'm going to be using my indoor pop-up greenhouse, which should provide the humidity needed. Right, so they'll go quite happily there. So yeah, we've got some other cuttings. Got some more fuchsia cuttings which I took earlier on today. Some fatsier cuttings which I've never taken before, trying to root those in water, so fingers crossed that'll work out. And then the penstemon cuttings I took the other day, which you might have seen in a previous video. And you can see on the inside of this plastic lid here, it's a nice amount of humidity building up there. So yeah, all I'm going to do is put the door of the pop-up greenhouse down, zip it up to about halfway, and that should be enough to provide adequate humidity to help with rooting. So the hydrangeas take Again, around about 3 to 4 weeks to root. But yeah, as soon as they've rooted, I will do another video and show you all. So yeah, I hope that was useful. If so, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.